Hello, my name is Hunter Saber. I want to take you through the 8 Pilates principles. Just before you start any class, the main thing is the breathing. But before we do the breathing, let's just think about the concentration. That you have set aside a set amount of time, whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long you want to make your class. You can just set aside that time, turn off your mobile, and make sure that you're just going to focus on you and your body. Okay, so the breathing. In a seated position we'll start. Either kneeling like this, if that's comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable for your ankles, a seated position. If that's not comfortable because of the hips, the legs just out here, whichever feels good for you. So we'll start by just holding a band or a scarf around our ribcage, just so we can really feel and focus on the lungs expansion, the movement of the intercostal muscles, the ribcage, just so you can connect with that. And I'm just going to close my eyes just so it really helps, just so my focus isn't distracted by anything else. No tension when you're breathing, just make sure you're not holding tension up here, the shoulders are lovely and relaxed. And breathing in. And exhaling into the nostrils. Exhaling through a relaxed jaw. And the same with the hands here. Shoulders aren't rising up when you breathe. And then begin to focus on the exhale. On the exhale, just locate your pelvic floor muscles. So your pelvic floor muscles running kind of like a hammer from the anus towards the pubic bone. So just as you're exhaling, just think of them just lifting upwards and inwards. For women, it's very easy. It's like trying to stop flow of urination. For men, it's just holding back the flow. And just see if you can take your focus there. So as you exhale, just a little bit of awareness. Place your hand on your abdomen. As you exhale, just hold the pelvic floor muscle and just gently drawing the abdomen away from the palm of the hand. When you're breathing in, you can fill into the hand, and as you exhale, gently drawing away. As this becomes more familiar, you can start to try and, as you breathe in, not let the hand distend too much. So if I turn to the side, I'll just show that I'll breathe into my abdomen now, and as I exhale, you'll see it draw away. Now let's just try and hold my abdomen in and just really think of breathing into the ribs. And each exhalation just reaffirming this connection, pelvic floor and the transversus, just drawing around, just that gentle corset. So once you've set and focused on your breathing, let's just try this on all fours. Wrists below shoulders. Energy out through the crown of the head, out through the tailbone. So here's my abdomen relaxed, just everything hanging down with gravity. And as I exhale, I'm just going to draw it upwards and inwards towards my center. Just really focusing on my center, around the navel. So as I breathe in, I let it release. And as I exhale, scooping pelvic floor, drawing the navel in, and just softening on the rib cage. Softening the rib cage now. I'm going to try and hold it there for about 10 seconds. Still breathing. Not holding my breath. You can sing or hum to yourself just to check you're not holding your breath. and then release it. Let's just focusing on the third principle, the centering. You lie down, place a cushion under your head if you feel that makes your face go parallel to the ceiling. And just focusing on this breathing, I'll just move this arm to the side so you can see. In breath, and then exhale. So the pelvis doesn't tilt, there's no tilting of the pelvis. Softening the breastbone, the rib cage, the navel just sinking down towards the spine. And again, just make sure that you have your natural lower back curve. And as you exhale, you just connect this band, this corset, or as Joseph Pilates called it, his powerhouse, his core strength here. So we're going to focus on coordination as well. And I want you just to, as you're exhaling, just to slide one leg along the floor. So as you inhale, the leg comes in. And then as you exhale, just press out through the heel. Try not to alter the pelvis. So you're trying to keep connected in your center here. And just to work on coordination, let's just do opposite arm to leg going away. And breath in, take the same amount of time and movement. So as you're exhaling, keep the shoulder down. Check your drawing down here. You don't want the shoulders to rise up. Really make sure you're drawing down. Using your exhale. And in. Let's do one more time either side without speaking. And so flowing movements are another principle. And a nice exercise to show you here for flowing movement is lying on the side of the body. We're going to do something called chalk circle. So knees are on top, ankle on top, nice length of the spine, and just touching the floor. Now imagine you've got a piece of chalk in your hand and you're touching the floor. Keep your knees together. And then as you exhale, you feel your fingers come off the floor, and just note what side your fingers come off the floor on this side. So let your head roll. It's nice to have a cushion underneath your head, so you can just let your head roll and follow your eyes. Just nice and slow. Just find the breath of the movement. Open the rib cage, exhale, using the center, keeping the knees together. Have your hand over here if you want. We'll do one more. What's really nice to do later on in the classes is to compare both sides. But the next principle will be your alignment. And I will often use the mat, or if I have a pole, say a broom handle or something, to help me do alignment when I'm lying down. When you're standing up, I'll teach you that in the next class on the standing position. So the alignment, you can do, for example, your heels, your feet on top of one another. Check that your buttocks, when you're lying on the side, right at the side of the mat. Extend your arm out along the side of the mat. You can just check that you've got nice alignment. And this, or you can place a broom handle behind you. Waist lifted. Nice exercise, just opening top leg and in. Exhale as you open. Inhale as you come down. Checking you're not rolling back. So this is working this muscle here, the medial gluteal. Just slicing it open and in. Last one. Exhale and in. So, using the mat or broom handle, if you don't have a mirror, just to help you with alignment. Stamina, another principle, will come as you exercise more, will come as you learn the exercise. The breath becomes more regular as you increase your repetitions or the sets, the amount that you're doing. So stamina increases as with all activities. The more familiar it becomes, the more your technique and your proprioceptive awareness increases. Okay, so the last of the 8 principles is the relaxation. And you can have a pillow under your head. Some people like to place 2 tennis balls under their head or 2 small balls under their head just to really relax, really right up in the skull. The spine goes up into the skull. So again, when you go into relaxation, always at the end of a class, it's just to absorb the information into your body. It's for you to allow to connect with your breath again. You just find that nice, easy, neutral spine, nice and relaxed. And if you have no lower back concerns, a lot of people will just want to spend their relaxation, and you can even go into one of the meditation classes or the yoga nidras afterwards by just lengthening your legs away and just let your legs open naturally in the hip socket, palms towards the ceiling. And it's just a time to really reflect on observing your body, just the difference you might feel between the right and the left side, or anything you've noticed while you're exercising. Just allow particularly the shoulders, the collarbone to relax, the muscles in the face. Just to focus on the breathing. You can do full abdominal breathing here, really. Abdomen, then relaxing the abdomen, the rib cage, the chest, pushing all the air out. Letting yourself just sink and releasing to the floor. So I'm in this position, but if you feel any neck pain, again you can do exactly the same, just letting everything just release and relax, so getting rid of all that habitual tension. And there's the 8 principle: concentration, breathing, the centering, coordinating breath and movement, finding flowing movement, finding alignment, and finding relaxation. And really just focus on the breathing so that you can carry that exercise into